Is Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville from Alabama serving in the Senate illegally? Well, that actually depends on your definition of a single word in the Constitution. And I will tell you what that word is in just a moment. But here is the backstory that came out late last week about Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville, because there seems to be a little bit of a discrepancy about what state the guy actually lives in. According to a massive report from the Washington Post, Tommy Tuberville himself does not own any properties in the state of Alabama. He actually sold his remaining properties in Alabama over the summer. His only residences that he owns are located in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, which is in Walton County, Florida. I do believe that is part of Matt Gaetz' district, which means Tommy Tuberville lives in my district. He's actually about an hour down the road that way. So that's pretty dang close. I'm not exactly happy about that, especially as an Auburn football fan. Definitely not a fan of Tuberville. I was hating him before he ran for Senate, by the way. But anyway, the guy doesn't own any homes in the state of Alabama. What he does have is a home that he now claims on his forms, on some of his forms, is his residence. But that residence is actually in his son's name, who also happens to be named Tommy Tuberville. So that's created a lot of confusion. His son, even though his name is Tommy, actually goes by Tucker, but legally it's Tommy. So the name on the property where the senator says he is living in Auburn, the city in Alabama, looks like it's his, but it's not. It actually is owned by his son, who now lives in New York and is in the real estate industry. The house is also in Suzanne Tuberville's name, who happens to be the senator's wife. So she has the house in her name. It's also in the son's name, but it's not in the senator's name. So little more confusion there, right? It gets even weirder, because if they do in fact live in the state of Alabama, then why does his wife work in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida as a realtor? Suzanne Tuberville, the senator's wife, works at a real estate agency in Florida. She is not licensed to sell real estate in Alabama. So she's like 100% in Florida. And he only owns property in Florida. In 2017, he announced on social media, I am officially retiring and moving to Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. I live there now. He signed documents saying this is my address in Santa Rosa, Florida. So how is he able to serve as a senator from Alabama when he technically doesn't own the house? He's like, yeah, I mean, it's my son's house. I stay there. Even when they were on a recess, like this past summer, a recess to go meet with their constituents, he was actually down in Santa Rosa, Florida, signing real estate deals, selling his Alabama properties, selling one Florida property and buying another. So he's wheeling and dealing real estate in Florida, getting rid of his Alabama holdings. How the hell is he their senator? Well, as I said, all comes down to your definition of one word. And that word in the United States Constitution is inhabitant. Because according to the United States Constitution, it does not say that you have to be a resident of the state for senators. It says you have to be an inhabitant. So by definition, if he goes to that house in Alabama, even if he stays there for half an hour, he's like, hey, look, I'm an inhabitant of Alabama. I am inhabiting you. I can run for office. And legally speaking, that's very difficult to challenge. And of course, he does have an office in Alabama. So at that point, he's also inhabiting an office in Alabama. So he's inhabiting Alabama. So I think if you're talking legally speaking, is he serving illegally in the Senate? I think the answer is no. Is he a bit of a carpetbagger? Oh, hell yeah. Do the people of Alabama deserve better? Yes. I'm not going to say that they deserve the misfortunes that they keep electing into office. I mean, eventually you do have to blame the voters, but you know what? There's good people in Alabama. There really are. There's some horrible ones, trust me. We saw them on video, but there's still some good people there. I actually have a lot of friends there too. But here's the thing. Tuberville's spokesperson actually came out and kind of made the situation a little worse by lying, as usual. He said, Coach has purchased and invested in real estate for decades. I love how you're calling this guy Coach when he is literally not a coach anymore, but he is a senator. Like, he's not a coach. He is a senator, but you're like, yeah, Coach, here, Ted, we got to go out there. We got to buy all this property we can get and just keep our eyes on the prize there, 110%. Coach has owned the property in Santa Rosa Beach for 2 decades. He bought it while he was coaching at Auburn. He goes there upon occasion, if he has a free weekend. It is within driving distance of Auburn. I'm sure many senators have vacation homes. We actually have confirmation, as I said, that he spent a lot of time there over this summer. It's not just, I had a free weekend. Also, you're like, it's within driving distance of Auburn. Dude, it's 197.9 miles. Yeah, I looked it up. Because that's what people should do. That's what the Washington Post should have done. Like, is it driving distance? It's 3 hours and 45 minutes by car. I mean, technically that's driving distance. Although technically driving distance is anywhere you can get in a car. Even if it takes you 30 hours, it's still drivable. So that's an ambiguous term that means everything and also means nothing at the same time. Again, Washington Post did a piss poor job trying to explain that to their readers because, yeah, anywhere is within driving distance if you have a car and money to buy gas. So that's a pretty stupid thing for him to say. Again, Tommy Tuberville's home is closer to where I'm sitting right now than it is to Alabama. So he can be an inhabitant because he stays in that son's house every now and then because he goes to that office. But if you were to tweak that word inhabitant and replace it with resident, I think at that point, you'd have a very real challenge to get Tommy Tuberville disqualified from being in office. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.